In the years leading up to the American Civil War, tensions simmered on both sides of the border between the United States and Canada. While Canada officially maintained neutrality, its citizens were keenly aware of the political and social upheaval unfolding in the neighboring United States. As debates over slavery, states' rights, and sectionalism intensified, Canadians watched with a mixture of curiosity and concern, knowing that the outcome of the conflict would have far-reaching implications for their own nation. With the outbreak of war in 1861, thousands of Canadians were drawn into the conflict, motivated by a variety of factors. Some were driven by a sense of duty and patriotism, eager to defend their beliefs and way of life. Others saw enlistment as an opportunity for adventure and excitement, while still others were enticed by the promise of financial gain. Across the country, enlistment stations buzzed with activity as men from all walks of life signed up to join the fight. As Canadians enlisted in both the Union and Confederate armies, they faced difficult choices about where their loyalties lay. For some, the decision was clear-cut, driven by ideological convictions or personal connections to the conflict. For others, the choice was more complex, reflecting the divided loyalties and conflicting allegiances that characterized Canadian society at the time. Despite these divisions, Canadians on both sides of the conflict shared a common bond, united by their willingness to sacrifice for their beliefs. Canadian soldiers fought bravely in some of the most pivotal battles of the American Civil War, from the fields of Gettysburg to the banks of the Antietam River. Despite being far from home, they demonstrated valor and resilience in the face of adversity, earning the respect of comrades and adversaries alike. Their contributions to the war effort were significant, helping to shape the outcome of the conflict and leaving an indelible mark on the pages of history. While many Canadians fought on the front lines of the American Civil War, others played crucial roles behind enemy lines. As spies, scouts, and saboteurs, they provided valuable intelligence to their respective armies, helping to turn the tide of battle in their favor. Their courage and resourcefulness often went unrecognized, but their efforts were instrumental in securing victory for their cause. The American Civil War exacted a heavy toll on Canada, both during and after the conflict. Families were torn apart, communities were devastated, and scars were left that would take generations to heal. Despite the end of hostilities, the legacy of the war continued to reverberate across the border, shaping the course of Canadian history in profound ways. Today, the sacrifices made by Canadian soldiers in the American Civil War are commemorated in memorials and monuments across the country. From small towns to major cities, these tributes stand as a testament to the bravery and sacrifice of those who gave their lives in defense of their beliefs and their homeland. Through acts of remembrance, Canadians ensure that the memory of their fallen comrades lives on, honoring their legacy for generations to come. Canada's involvement in the American Civil War taught valuable lessons about the bonds that unite nations and the price of freedom. Through sacrifice and struggle, Canadians on both sides of the conflict demonstrated the strength of their convictions and the resilience of their spirit. Their experiences serve as a reminder of the enduring values of courage, honor, and sacrifice that continue to inspire us today. As Canadians and Americans reflect on the legacy of the American Civil War, they are reminded of the shared history and heritage that unites them as brothers and sisters across borders. Despite the conflicts and divisions of the past, they remain bound together by a common destiny and a shared commitment to freedom, democracy, and human rights. As they look to the future, they do so with hope and optimism, knowing that the spirit of brotherhood that emerged from the crucible of war will endure for generations to come. As Canada and the United States continue to navigate the challenges of the 21st century, they do so with an eye toward the lessons of the past. The legacy of the American Civil War serves as a reminder of the importance of unity, understanding, and cooperation in the face of adversity. As brothers and sisters across borders, Canadians and Americans stand ready to confront the challenges of the future together, drawing strength from the shared bonds of history, heritage, and humanity that unite them as one.